Hello, everyone, and welcome to the fourth tier of Ultimate Racing 2D Racing, back in action once again here in Apprentice League. We have got 10 drivers on the grid, almost double in the VC, watching what will unfold out on track today. We've also got a returning driver of Drazzer, which will be very interesting to see. Turtle 14 is Go 14, Kalitka returning, Mystic is here as usual. We'll wait for the timing board to come back up. Axis, Jara, M. Rosgui or something, sounding like a pasta dish, is Mathagil, just not changed from his FL name, and Drazzer is the returning driver, which will be very interesting to see what he can do out on track today. As per usual, I am joined by my goated commentary partner, Mr. Toaster.
Hello, I'm back again. And Mystic takes pole position provisionally. Has it?
Oh, Jara.
Oh, Jora has now taken it back. The gap is only 5/100ths of a second at the moment. They are still in 38s, so we will see if they get into the 37s.
Indeed.
You would have thought in UL they'll be, low 37, maybe high 36. Is that the world record at the moment?
World record official world record here is a 36.92 by Crustanet.
So we are.
Flicks, I'm not allowed to tell you what time he has, but he has a much better one. Because I said it, he's got a .8. Yes. So very exciting stuff to see unfold, and Go 14 goes provisional pole, but yeah, it's to be expected here in Ultimate League's most low feeder series, as Go 14 takes provisional pole from himself with a .08. That was, I believe, 2/10 clear of the next driver in Jara. We'll see if maybe Mr. Crunk can get a late improvement. I know he was setting low 38s, almost edging into the 37s before this session. Do you reckon it's going to be Go 14 on pole, Toast?
It's hard to say, to be honest, because I think someone might do a 37. So they're quite close to it at the moment. But let's have faith in them. Let's hope we get a 37.
Indeed.
Because, to be fair, this season hasn't been the highest pace-wise, but, the rating's been okay.
It
so
has,
that's all we
as
want.
Kalitka
gets
election. Juan! Four
Juan.
Improvements in a row, and we're into the 37s. It's a .93 from Juan 53.
Very
Two
nice.
title protagonists on the provisional front row. Election can, in theory, win it today, but Juan would need to finish provisionally last on the grid, which is looking very unlikely here. 1 and 2 as Juan finishes the qualifying session. Technically, however, we will still have this lap to go, see if anyone else can get into the 37s. Anyone can pip Juan, and there's a lot more positions to be won. Election, Kalitka, is anyone going to improve? It doesn't look like it. Go 14 drops down into P5, but that is your grid then settled for today. Well, then we're on the grid. 11 drivers now with Actino, very cool name, joining mid-session. In between qualifying, no more delay. We are on our way with a dry start here for one of the... well, it's always a dry start in AL, but we're off. Juan and Election go 2 wide. Kalitka making it 3 wide past Election at the start. That was a brilliant maneuver from Kalitka. A massive boost from P3 here. Kalitka is up into the lead and loses 2 positions. The 2 title protagonists back to 1 and 2. Jara trying to make positions at the start, as well as Juan goes wide. Through goes Election, through goes Kalitka. Juan now has a big catch-up game and really does not want to let Election get that gap that he does so well with. His Kalitka is pushed into the grass slightly. Let me get the timing board up. I always forget this. Jesus. Here we go. Jara is trying to make a move down the inside of Kalitka on the medium worst tires, and we've got Axis starting on the hards as usual, gambling on strategies. Kalitka is into the sand. Drazzer up into P6 from P5. P9, I believe. Mystic up into P8. Then we've got Mathigal, Crunk, and Actino at the back. Then we've got Election and Juan. Look at this fight here as well. This is tight for the podium with just about everyone involved. Currently led by Jara, capped at Mystic, who is in that pack. His Axis is pushed into the sand as per usual. Kalitka and Go14 going 2 wides. Go14 has had a brilliant start to the race, as Jara and Kalitka seem to get quite a bit of a boost there through the final corner. Drazzer is trying to maybe make his way up through Go14. He gets the move done. Axes through on Go14 as well. Mystic trying to make places, however, just can't for now. Back up at the top two is still the top two, with Kalitka on their hunt to catch up to try and have a say in the victory fight here, as Go14 is pushed into the sand. Mystic brake checked by the trailer and goes up into P7 here. Axis, as per usual, has been pushed wide and into the sand. And then it is Drazzer and Drara. That is maybe the nightmare blunt rotation in P5 and P4, with the podiums having a little bit of a gap here. Toaster, great start to the race.
Yeah, the top two have been battling for the last few laps, and Kalitka has been pushed around and just shoved in every corner. That dive bomb from Jora wasn't the best thing I've seen in the world.
Well, that's not good. But anywho,
I have no idea what the reaction to that is. But yeah, Juan has got ahead, 1 second ahead of Eluction. He's pulled the gap eventually. Eluction was in the fight a bit, but he gained a little bit later on. Kalitka is now gaining on Eluction, actually. They're going through turn 9, turn 10 now. A bit of a mistake from Kalitka there. Jora is also sort of in the fight for P2 at the moment. Juan has sort of got a little bit more of a gap here. We've got a big battle between Go14, Drazzer, and Axis, as Axis gets pushed off the track. And Mystic seems to be going quite slowly, to be fair. But we've got a solid top 4, and then we've got Mystic in P5, who I'm sure Ben is loving life and loving that P5 from Mystic there. He has got quite a few cars behind him, making a big error there.
Yep. These two
gets past
do
there.
have a bit of a history, actually. They don't find each other on the track often. Two drivers that just step in maybe 1 or 2 races in a season, but when they do, they are on the pace almost straight away. And when they find each other on track, holy moly, it usually ends in tears or fireworks, and not the good kind. So this pack here, Mathiga will very much not be happy down in P9 as it stands, with Actino struggling to get on the pace. Bruno was their name when they raced previously, not too long ago. I'm aware it's okay, calm down, I was getting there. Go14 is your first person to come into the pits onto the medium compound of tyre. Maybe going for a 2-stop then. Oh wait, no.
There's quite a long stint.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to go to the end on
mediums.
Those, so.
11 mediums is not the strat,
No,
I don't think.
It is
as Kalitka pits from P3.
Yeah, into traffic, and not the sort of traffic you want to be in. Drazzer is a good driver on his day, but is not one to give position very easily. He will fight for his position no matter if you're Flicks or Mathigal. Sorry, Mathigal. I feel like I always say his name when I talk about crap driver. He's actually pretty good. The improvement over the last little while has been very good as Kalitka comes into the grass. Mathigal definitely down in P9, but that is not to take away from the improvement that they've had over the last few seasons. Very, very good to see drivers improve. And I believe, hopefully, Mathigal is on his way for another 0-stopper. He said in AL chat earlier today that he was probably going to go for a 0-stopper as he gets absolutely pounded by Mr. Crunk. Up at the top, Mystic is on the tail of Election, taking the slipstream, which will be very good for Mystic's overcut. It looks like he's doing a double medium strategy. Kalitka doesn't look like it will have to try and force his way through Mystic, because Mystic will be coming into the pits at the end of this lap. Look at that gap from Juan out in front. Where will we come out from Election as he's weaving in the pit lane? He's still going to come out. They're going to come out just side by side. No, they're not. Juan has a bit of a gap. Election makes a mistake and loses the slipstream straight away. Awesome. Jara in a world of his own there in P4. Then we've got Mystic exiting the pit lane in P8. Maybe not a great idea to try and overcut rather than undercut. Drivers like Go14 and Drazer. Matteo still not pitting, so I'd imagine that will be an easy pass when it comes. Axis down in P9 as well. Drazer making his way through. Matteo makes two big mistakes there and gives Go14 quite a substantial gap in P5. You always love to see Go14. Oh, Mathigil's not doing the zero stop. That's disappointing. But you always love to see Go14 in a good position, do you not?
Slight lag there from Juan. We need to keep an eye on that. But it is close for the top three, with Jora just a little bit behind. Election keeps making that same mistake at turn 11, going into the gravel. As Click goes into the gravel, trying to replicate him. They're slowly getting further and further away from Juan, it seems, which isn't great for our commentary hopes, but we will see. It seems like the top four are equally spaced out, which is not something you want to see.
Axis has just had Mystic on toast there. Faked the dummy down the inside. Mystic
really?
Absolutely shat it and went super wide into the corner, but still has a substantial gap over the French Mathigil and the Canadian Crunk. Oh, and Actino as well, who's just here for vibes, it would seem. Juan, 2 seconds is the gap to Election, who is actually getting caught by Kalitka, who's been getting slowly but surely caught by Jara. Go14, Drazer, we'll see if they can maybe have a little fight at the end. Mystic losing Axis' slipstream. Then we've got a little fight here between Mathigil and Crunk. Mathigil tells Crunk to slipstream. Crunk does so, which is also not what we want to see from a commentary side. This is getting
what a move
article.
from
What a
Crunk
move!
has. Mathigil, I don't know what he was doing, to be honest, because he was just not driving around the corner. Going very wide there. As Crunk gets ahead of Mathigil there. He's still 3 seconds away from Axis. From Mystic. As Go14 pits from 5th, Draz will take 5th, Axis will now take 6th. Mystic will take 7th, but goes now on new softs with 4 laps to go.
Yeah,
so
6th is still on here for the Brazilian.
As the tyre wear kicks in for Mystic, Axis, Drazer, should be able to go for it.
See what you did there.
Amazing. It goes around the outside of Mystic there.
Oh, what a move.
Nice move there. Will Mystic fight back? Just stay in the slipstream.
He is on his screen.
Going
They're both high
towards-
pingers, so
Yeah,
that is
true.
one to be careful of. But yeah, very good move there from Go14, and I'm sure Axis will be looking in his mirrors as
Mystic
Mystic
go
is
for it?
sending a move down the inside. Oh my goodness. Almost worked out, but yeah.
Not too shabby.
Good to see drivers going racing here. Axis
instead of
going
flipping
very
all the time.
slow. Axis is breaking through the S's. That's not great. So Go14 is catching it, but he makes a little
big
mistake.
error there.
It looks on the minimap like these P4 to P2 are catching each other, but it's by like hundredths. So
Yeah.
nothing really to worry right now as Go14 sets his sights now on the British axis. Maybe a little fight back here between Crunk and Mathigil eventually.
Big error there. And he's just going to go through.
Oh.
Big error from Axis on the first corner. As Go gets into P6. Now he's 4 seconds behind Drazer. 2 laps to go, so it might, if he gets his act together, it might be close. Maybe. but that is 2 seconds a lap faster. So I think Drazza might have to uh, have an engine failure that isn't in this game, but we will wait and see.
Right.
Quan has left the chat. He is now 3 seconds ahead of Eloction. He's still got a little bit of lag, which isn't fantastic. Eloction is in P2 still. Not too bad. He's now, if it finishes like this, he would have stayed on the podium for every single round this season, and he will 100% keep the lead in the championship. Kaliko in P3. Is that podium first? First podium?
They used to race back in the day, but they are actually getting caught by Jara as we go down the laps here. Also, Election has caught massive ground to Juan there on the final lap, but I believe it's just a bit too late. Maybe another lap, and Election can add a shot at the win as we're seeing a fight maybe gonna pursue in P3 to P4, but up at the top, Juan, oh wow, Juan has checked out of this race. He is already getting ready for Kota. The championship will wait until then. Juan crosses the line first. He'll step on the top step of the podium.
Oh.
The man from Spain has got the win. Election in P2, Kalitka got P3 in the end. Jara, Drazer, Go 14, then Axis Mystic will cross the line in P8. Then it's going to be Mathigal and Krunk. A fight to the line as Krunk actually gets a position just in the end there. Gets P9, Mathigal in top 10. And then P11 as Kalitka is expressing his love for Jara, which is always very nice to see.
They did a bit of a after you routine.
First you after
on the line.
Love it.
Actio is in P11. What a fantastic position for him to be. Goes around the final corner to finish in P11, up to the line, and we're all finished. What a fantastic race from Juan. He'll be bringing the championship to Kota, and hopefully he can make an exciting finish at the end of the championship.